Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. I'm so proud to be able to give you this quick news update on North Korea. I got a video to show you. I'm going to go over an article from Reuters that came out today. And before we get started, I'd like to throw in my opinion here. I said from the get-go when the talks about denuclearization started with Kim, I thought to myself that it's a very, very low or almost a zero possibility that Kim will give up 100% of his nuclear weapons. I do not see Kim letting go of that. He's satellite images have shown that there's a lot of activity at their missile facilities, and it doesn't look like anything has changed other than the testing of nuclear weapons and the launching of ICBMs or long-range missiles. But Kim is, in my opinion, is going to keep his nuclear weapons, and he's going to not only keep his nuclear weapons and his missiles, but sell this missile technology to other countries. And this article will go over it real quick. But before we let's go ahead and dive into this article. It's a short one, and we got a video to show you. Coming out of Reuters once again. Title reads, North Korea has not stopped nuclear missile program, confidential UN report. Let's read a little bit of the article. North Korea has not stopped its nuclear and missile programs in violation of United Nations sanctions, according to a confidential UN report seen by Reuters on Friday. The 6-month report by independent experts monitoring the implementation of the UN sanctions was submitted to the Security Council North Korea Sanctions Committee late on Friday. Quote, North Korea has not stopped its nuclear and missile programs and continued to defy Security Council resolutions through a massive increase in illicit ship-to-ship transfers of petroleum products, as well as through transfers of coal at sea during 2018. The experts wrote in the 149-page report. The North Korean mission to the United Nations did not respond to a request for comment on the report. One more paragraph. The UN report said North Korea is cooperating militarily with Syria and has been trying to sell weapons to Yemen's Houthis. So, like I just mentioned, they trying to sell weapons to Yemen's Houthis, and I'm sure other groups or other developing countries they probably sell their military technology on their missiles. But I got a video here for you. Let's dive into it. Let me expand it here where you get a better look at it. Here we go.
North Korea hasn't stopped its nuclear and missile program and has been trying to sell weapons to Yemen's Houthis, all a violation of United Nations sanctions. That's according to a report commissioned by the UN Security Council. It also says Pyongyang, quote, continued to defy Security Council resolutions through a massive increase in illicit ship-to-ship transfers of petroleum products, and that North Korea is cooperating militarily with Syria. The isolated nation hasn't yet commented on the report. However, its foreign minister said on Saturday that he was increasingly alarmed by US attitudes towards his country, but stated North Korea remains firm in its determination to implement the nuclear deal it reached with Washington in June. His comments follow a week where US spy satellites detected renewed activity at a North Korean missile factory. And US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo suggested that continued work on weapons programs was inconsistent with leader Kim Jong-un's commitment to denuclearize. However, Pompeo said on Saturday he remains optimistic.
The process of achieving denuclearization of the North Korean peninsula is one that I think we have all known would take some time. We're determined to do it. Chairman Kim is committed to doing it. I'm optimistic that we will get this done in the timeline.
Pompeo was in Singapore attending a regional conference where he shook hands and exchanged words with North Korea's foreign minister during a group photo session. He's been pressing Southeast Asian countries to maintain sanctions on North Korea, saying it's important to maintain diplomatic and economic pressure.
You're watching and listening to another broadcast of Jerusalem's Gate. God be with you all.